First of all, see, I didn't do nothing to him. There has been negative propaganda put out about me that's not true. If you think that I'm a scumbag that would ever steal anything, my name is Diddy. I never took nothing from nobody a day in my life.
So how does a narrative like that happen with so many different people?
Because when you get to a certain point and the money is running low, you gotta run this hustle to try to find somebody to blame. We are gonna do a special, a retrospective with all the artists, and we're gonna get this narrative clear. And a lot of people that speak on this, y'all don't know the business, y'all don't know what y'all are talking about. So it's gonna be a teaching moment of love. Money, I started delivering papers at 12 years old. I was a millionaire when I was 19. The thief is the worst thing. His hand should be chopped, her hand should be chopped off. You know, the Mase thing, you know, I did one album with Mase. One album. How much money do you think I owe this guy? And then he became a fake pastor and went and conned people. Bring your receipts. But I'm not playing. I'm back outside and I'm fighting back.
Hey yo, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? It's your boy Marc-Black, Smalley and Mind Films and Entertainment. So, you know, Diddy was on Breakfast Club. First of all, that boy ain't went to sleep yet, it looked like. High, drunk. I don't know what he is. He looked like he had a champagne bottle, a liquor bottle, and some weed. But anyway, he went in on Mase. Tried to say Mase still owes him $3 million. He also said he doesn't owe no artist no bread. Now, that's hard to believe because for years, a lot of artists been coming at Diddy's neck, from Mase to Black Rob, I think G-Dep, Shine, The Locks, Day 26. I think even Danity Kane. Like, a lot of artists came at Diddy to the point where, if you remember, The Locks had a skit on they shit, on they We Are the Streets project. Raping You Records. We'll be raping you, raping you. Like, Raping You Records came from niggas saying that Diddy was raping niggas, the contracts and shit. Now, my whole thing is like, it's been years and years. This was like the 90s this shit started, right? Don't get it twisted. Like, Puffy's a nigga that, especially young, I used to be a big Bad Boy fan. So I always fucked with Biggie, and Puffy was that nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is Puff Daddy. You know what I'm saying? The remixes and Bad Boy and like dancing and the shiny suits and all that shit, and like losing Biggie and coming back and having a victory. Is the project called Victory? Puff Daddy and the Family. I think it's called Victory. I can't remember. But anyway, so you want to see a nigga like Puffy win. He's a black man. He chased his dreams, da-da-da. But you definitely want people in position to hold the people that's not in position down. The people that's coming up, you want them to be good influencers and motivation. Let me see. What's the word I want to use? You want them to support, but you want them to be like the people you look up to, like good role models, and you want them to be the people that you thought they were on TV to a point. Put it like that. A lot of times they're not. But let's fast forward, because my whole point was, he's saying Mase owes him $3 million. Now Puffy says he don't owe nobody, like none of these artists. Like, it's all BS. Nobody knows how the game goes, how the business is, which could be somewhat true, because like a lot of artists, they go in the game, what, behind the ears. Nobody knows business. We just know, like, yo, we want to make music. We're nice with music. We want to make songs, and we hope, and our music is selling for this much money. We should be making some kind of millions. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of 100,000s. And a lot of times people run through their shit, whether it's because the budget, they ran the budget out, they had to re-up, as far as like, they paid y'all this much money to get everything done, and y'all gotta get that money back and pay them back. So like it's a whole bunch that goes in with the game. But the problem is when a lot of these people, a lot of these artists that's from the hood, or like I said, what behind the ears, they don't know the game. So it's like the people from the 90s and the early 2000s that were like already getting raped and their contracts was already fucked up and this and that and the third, that know the game, that was complaining and shit like that, they should be the people schooling the new people on how the game go. It shouldn't even be that. It should be like something big. Like, you know how we got governments and shit like that. I'm not trying to think that big, but I'm saying there should be something in hip hop where it's like, nah, this whole shit is changed around. Contracts can't be like this and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So on one side, you want to believe Diddy because it's like, I mean, after all this time, it's like, you're finally going to do that? These people have been slandering your name for years. Was you like so busy and getting money that you was just ignoring it? Or is like getting to the point where it's out there with all this new shit that's going on as far as like the internet, YouTube, people vlogging and stuff like that, where it's like kind of, you can't hide it. It's like in your face. Somebody's going to ask you, you're going to see it if you go online and stuff. So on that side, it's like hard to say. Like, I know Mase is gonna come out today probably talking about it online. And the thing is, this brings me back to other situations. Remember when the nigga Mase went up to the radio station when Diddy was up there with Danity Kane? And he went up there like, yo, I'm about to get my walking papers. Some shit, da-da-da. And he went in there while Diddy and then was getting interviewed. He caught him off guard. Matter of fact, it was at Big Boy or something. Big Boy's neighborhood or some shit. And the nigga was like, he trying to get this paperwork signed. Diddy signed the paperwork after a while. Caught him off guard. But what happened to that paperwork? That wasn't like saying everything. That wasn't like official tissue. Like, did Diddy make a call right after that? Like, yo, that paper is void. Like, I don't get why it's still going to this. And then when Mase was trying to fuck with 50, I think 50 said, he either said Mase owed Diddy $2 million, or he said Mase ain't worth $2 million with $2 million in his pocket. Some funny shit like that. But the whole point is like, yeah, he must owe Diddy. From what Diddy's saying right here too, he said Mase only did one album with him, and then he owe him for another album. Now we got to do our research on that, because that's kind of crazy, because Mase came out with more than one album. So that's like confusing to me. He had the Harlem World album. I could have swore Mase came out with like 3 or 4 projects overall, and that's including the Harlem World. I think him and Harlem World did a project too, even though I don't think that was on Bad Boy. But my whole point is like, who's lying? Have we been like misinformed this whole time? And this nigga Diddy been doing shit right, but it's just the artists don't understand. But this is my whole point. At the same time, of the artist not understanding, it's like, you being somebody that understands the business, why wouldn't you try to school motherfuckers? Why wouldn't you been told niggas like, yo, all this shit going on in the news, this how you break it down, this is what you supposed to get, da-da-da. I didn't take nothing from you. My whole thing is like, because like, all right, let's say in the streets, right? Say like, you let your mans hold a P. You know what I'm saying? Say the P costs 2 stacks, right? And the nigga, let's just say your brother, let's just say your cousin. You know what I'm saying? You kind of been fucking with this nigga for years. You know what I'm saying? And this nigga owes you, let's say like $1,000 on some work. He don't pay you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're gonna be mad at shit like that, but sometimes you're gonna be getting so much money and shit, and you like, yo, you probably feel some way and you can't trust niggas, but like years go by and niggas ain't showing no other foul shit. It's like, you gonna forgive niggas for that money. You probably throw them some other shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at these millionaires. It's like, y'all niggas is million and billionaires, and like, okay, if a nigga owe you another album, say a nigga owe you $500,000, $1 million, or whatever, and I'm a fucking $3 million, and I'm a billionaire, my nigga. Like, listen, like, it's ways to work shit out. That's my whole point. It's like, niggas got money. Like, even $3 million, like, that's a lot, especially to a nigga like me. But these motherfuckers is like, even if I got like, let's say I got 75 mil, yeah, I would love to have that other 3 million, but I'm not about to like I see this nigga going through mad shit. This nigga stressed out. This nigga don't understand it. Like, you know what, man? It's all good, man. You got your contract. Just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Should be that real? Like, and then this another part. Because Diddy was saying, how did he make his 3 mil? Now, a project like, let's say, Harlem World, Mase had mad hits on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of those hits still popping, like, right now. So, like, let's say, for instance, Tell Me What You Want From Me. Even, like, Fabio just did the remix. I mean, he just remade it. Feel So Good, even though that has a sample in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain songs is, like, forever. More Money, More Problems, like... So, like, even looking at that, I wonder how much money Mase got off of the More Money, More Problems song, being that it was his song first. You know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, he gave it to Biggie. So, if that was his actual song, like, this is my song, you know what I'm saying, it's on my project, you know how far that would have took off, maybe? But then again, you never know, because maybe Biggie wouldn't have been on it then. You know what I'm saying? So, who knows? These are just my thoughts, just thinking, man, but... Can we trust Diddy? That's the question. You know this nigga 50 Cent gonna be on Instagram saying something funny about this shit too. But it is what it is, man. That nigga Diddy was high as hell, drunk as hell, something. But I hope he's telling the truth overall, man, and we shall see. Because he's saying a lot of people don't know the business. Like, a lot of people that's talking on it don't know what's what. So I'm waiting to see what's what. You feel me? But yo, it's Marc-Black, Marley and Mind Films. I do music, so check the page for music videos, for songs. I do a little comedy. Check the page for comedy and all that shit. And then also, I got other videos that I'm talking about, little stuff with, like, I got some joint where Diddy, Biggie, and Craig Mack are getting interviewed. My bad, my phone died. But like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, I got a video on my page. It's called Did Diddy Lie? Something like that. They got him, Craig Mack, and Biggie getting interviewed. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it at the end of this video. Should be right here somewhere. I'm out of here, man. Enjoy. One.